Okay. Well, my name's Andrew Parkin. I'm from Wakefield and District Wargamers. We are here at Chillcon putting on a game. This is Calais or Bust, which is about the AGINCOURT campaign. Not the battle, but the campaign. This is part of the 100 Years' War. Henry V sent a major expedition across to Normandy hoping to reconquer the entire duchy. It didn't go to plan. He besieged the city of Harfleur and had an awful time taking it. And by the time he had, really there was no prospect of making any major gains. Rather than just go home at that point, which would have been very embarrassing and might have destabilised his regime because of the loss of prestige, he decided that he would march from Harfleur across northern France, which is what we have on the board here, up to Calais, which was held by the English throughout the 100 Years' War. And so essentially, the game is the march from Harfleur to Calais. We have an English army and a French army, just a single piece for each. And the idea is for the English to march across the map without getting their army too weakened, and for the French to block them, but to be careful about giving battle until the English are weakened, because the English tend to win through battles. And so it's essentially about logistics, strategy.
The lovely saying, isn't it? Amateurs talk tactics, professionals talk logistics.
Indeed, yes.
And I mean, the logistics for the campaign were amazing. Looking at how many arrows, for example, Henry took so far.
Absolutely. Well, you know,
I think it was 5 million. I think it was, wasn't it?
And I mean, I have seen various figures, and certainly it's a heck of a lot. But when you consider the speed at which they could be shot.
Sorry, there's the grenade marker, so I should have given you the second.
Yeah, so I mean that is essentially what it's about. It's to set the battle in context, and you may get a battle in this, but it's very simply handled by just a hand of cards played to see whether you win or lose. The majority of the game is in what sort of state you're on right at the battle, so what chance it has in that battle.
Okay, that's brilliant, Andrew. Thanks for that. So shall we start the game?
Okay then. Well, you're playing the English, so you're going to go first.
Yeah.
So the first thing is you choose what sort of march you're going to do. So that can either be forced march to try and get there as soon as possible, or it can be a normal march, just what it says, or alternatively you can forage, which means you're going to spend some time trying to gain more food because you're carrying your supplies and you might very well run out, which is obviously going to have serious effects on your army.
Okay, so I'll start with a normal march.
Okay, we turn over a card and it's got 3 lines on it. Here a normal march will take you 1 space on the map. Without a loss of anything other than the food that you are just going to be eating no matter what.
Okay, so you used up that food total.
So you get a second move before the French start off.
We'll try another normal march.
Okay, there we go. So you're moving 2 spaces this time.
This is subtly different to last time, where I think I spent my entire time in the base camp.
You did indeed. It's a chancy business, medieval warfare.
And that's mine.
You've got 3 cards. So the French now get to go a couple of goes to see if they can outpace you. So I'm going to try a forced march because I'd really like to get to the Somme bridges before. Okay, well it's a good thing I did. I've moved 2 spaces. Because I'm forced marching, I'm losing 1 freshness card because it says that I'll do that if I can. So if you do use the forced march, there's more chance of wearing out your army.
Okay, and I'm going to try a forced march.
I get a second go as you did. So I'm doing the same again, forced march. Okay, I'm losing another freshness card. So I'm exhausting myself quite quickly, but I am moving twice, which gets me to the Somme, and that gives me the opportunity to break the bridges nearby where I am. So that has given a major barrier to the English.
Very close to what happened historically.
It is indeed.
The French getting in there. So I'll now just do a normal march. I haven't got the urge to frantically push on. So
normal march, certainly. Okay. So you'll move 1 space, and you're going to lose a freshness card as well.
So I'll lose a freshness as well.
Plus the food, of course, that you're just eating up willy-nilly. Right, well, I'm quite happy where I am, so I'll just draw a card anyway. I'll do a normal march, but I'm not actually going to move. No. Okay, there we go. So that is lose 1 freshness card, even though I'm not doing anything.
Okay, so I'll go foraging this time, I think. Just try and get some supplies in before I get too close to you.
Right you are. Well, you've just missed out a by doing that on losing a freshness card, but you're not moving anywhere.
Yeah.
So 2 dice, and you consult the foraging table, and we see what you get.
There you go. 7.
That's a 7. That's 2 food cards. So you'll eat one of those, so you get one back to go into your stores.
Okay, so one comes back.
Right. I'm just staying where I am again. There we go. And there goes my last freshness.
You're having my luck in this.
That's right. Well, you know.
Okay. Well, now it's reasonable, I think, to start moving forward, so I'll do a normal march.
Normal march, certainly. Okay. So you're going to move 2 spaces without loss of
Okay,
freshness.
now that gives me the chance to try and sneak across there before you get there.
If you recall, when I explained it before off camera, the French army can block 1 space either side of it, so you won't get across there unless I move up this way. Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to amend and go to there?
I may as well, actually, if I go from there.
Okay. Food card?
Food card?
I think.
I don't think I have.
Right, I'm just again sitting where I am. Nothing happens.
For once, you don't lose any freshness.
For once I don't lose it, which is good because I'm getting about as
Well, I'm going to try the historical approach, and I'm going to force march.
Force march, okay. So you move 2 spaces.
And that
Up to
gets
there,
me
which gets you onto the
across
north side of the Somme. That's
which
far
is
too fast.
actually doing slightly better than Henry did.
You are.
See it right the way down
You
to
did
the
end up
right
right on the far end of the board there. Okay, well I think now I need probably to force march myself. Okay then. So I'm moving 2, but I lose a freshness for it, so I'm going to go there, and because I haven't got any left, I'm getting a token for a -1 in the battle.
Okay. I'm going to do a normal march now.
Okay. So you only move 1 space, and you're going to lose 1 of your freshness cards. You're going up here or this way?
I'm going to move up. Yep, so
Okay. Right. I think a normal move should do. I'll take a chance. Famous last words. Oh no, it's alright. 1 space, yep. Into a blocking position.
Okay. So I will do a normal. No, I'll do a forage actually.
Forage, okay.
Running low on food.
So you'll move 2 spaces, that way you can't because I'm in the way.
Okay.
You'll move on to my location and dice on the forage table again.
And that's
Okay,
a 5.
that's a 5. So that one is gain 1 food and 1 plunder. Well, you'll eat the food straight away, so
That's useful.
you'll get some cash there. Okay. Right, so I will make a normal move. Just back away slowly. Okay. 1 up the road.
Okay. I'll do a forage.
Okay. There we go. So you'll move 1 again, I presume chasing me.
Yep.
And roll the dice again.
10.
10. Nothing, I'm afraid.
So there goes one of my fresh.
So that's right, yeah, you'll have to use a freshness mark instead of food, because you haven't got food left. Right, I'll do a normal move again, try to keep backing away. I move 1 again, which actually gets me to AGINCOURT as it happens.
Okay, there's only one real option at this point.
There is only one.
I will normal move.
Normal move, certainly. Okay.
And predictably, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work, you lose a freshness card and then you have to eat, which means you're going to lose another card.
So I will lose one of my tough professional cards.
Okay. So you're really getting a little worn down now. I'm going to try and back 1 further away, so I'm going to do a normal move. Which I do. So I'm nearly at Calais, but not quite.
Well, considering I'm short of supplies, I'm going to forage.
Okay. So you move 1 space.
So I'll move it up to AGINCOURT.
And then dice.
Forage. 5.
5. That is gain 1 food and 1 plunder. So you leave
There's
food straight
food
away, and
cancels
you get a
out.
plunder. Which is what the English did an awful lot against for say 100 years war.
Yes.
Well, I'm just staying in place, but I've still got to draw a card. I'm going to get another -1.
Okay. I'm going to forage again.
Okay.
Need to get some food, yeah?
Right, here we go. So you move 1 space onto my location.
And 9.
9.
Gain of
1
food, so that
Take
cancels
care of
out.
that, yeah. Well, I'm just sitting in place, obviously, because I can't let you go any further. So I've got to draw a card. I don't lose anything for that. So we now go to the battle phase.
Yep.
So I randomly get 3 cards with values on them. between 5 and 8. So there, let's go 1, 2, 3 there. And I can look at these and then play them in any order I like. So we'll start with that one. I've got some minus counters here, so I'm going to put one of the minus counters on there, so it's one less than the card value.
Yep.
So you can add from the cards you have left.
Right, well I'm going to take no chances. I'm going to use my numbers and Henry's leadership to give me +5.
Okay, and then you roll one die.
So
okay, 10.
I think that's probably big
on a 5 to 8 with a -1. I was on a 6, so it's a strength of 5 in the end. Okay, however, I have 2 more chances. So let's go for that one, and we'll put the other -1 on that, I think.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do exactly the same with numbers
Number
and
5.
professionals this time.
Okay, roll the die.
That's 5, 11. I think that's
Yeah, exactly the same again.
that one.
So I've got one last thing, and you've got another +5 there, haven't you? I've got a bad feeling about this.
my downside though is I need to keep a card back for food to get for that last move.
No, we just lose one.
Okay, in that case, I think we may as well. Time obviously for the Band of Brothers speech at this point, isn't it?
That's right.
And
I don't
obviously,
think you needed the cards,
it kind
really.
of inspired the men quite nicely there.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Another English victory.
Which kind of makes up for my absolutely abysmal performance in the run-through game.
It didn't work out for you that time, did it?
That's been really good. You do get a feel for the medieval logistics with this.
I think it may not be precisely accurate, but it gives you, as you say, a feel for the kinds of problems that medieval commanders had to deal with.
Yeah, it was very interesting thinking, I need food.
Yeah.
Can I push it?
Yes.
The speed of marching is a very good mechanism.
I quite like the way it works out, and it makes people, think in a different way from what you would usually do.
Yeah. Yeah, so well, thank you very much for that. That's been brilliant. Let's hope that all worked on the video this time.
Well, fingers crossed.
Thank you very much.